Hello and welcome to Tales from Nerd. I am your host, a random nerd slash Kevin, and this is the weekly podcast where I talk about the comics being released every Wednesday of every every Wednesday of every month. Yes, let's go with that. Basically, we're going to talk about the books that are being released on October 2nd. October, the month of Halloween, the month of Joker, the month of awesomeness that is almost upon us. Yes, I have a video idea for Joker. I'm probably gonna do a video. I'm gonna do a movie review, and if it gets some nice traction, I'm okay with it. I might do more movie reviews, but to be honest, I don't know what to do. I do have some plans, so if that does well, I will do some other stuff. But yes, let's go on to the books that are being released this Wednesday. Now, it's a decent amount of books. Hopefully, I don't banter on about like I did last time. It was a pretty lengthy episode because it was about 23 books. This is about 23 books. Looks like this week as well, because Marvel and DC always release a bunch of books. It's weird. I don't want to ramble too much. But yeah, a lot of books are being released this week alone, like a ton. I peeked ahead of like releases. I'm like, it's gonna hurt the wallet. But yes, we're gonna move on to the first book, which is Absolute Carnage, Immortal Hulk #1, written by Al Ewing and art by Felipe Andrade. The price is $4.99, and this is the description of the book. Before his untimely death, Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross was the Red Hulk, and for a time bonded to the Venom symbiote alongside Alejandro Jones and Laura Kinney. Now Ross' corpse has been unearthed, though why and by whom remain shrouded in mystery. With the gamma material in Ross's body, possibly in nefarious hands. That's just what Bruce Banner intends to find out one way or another. Now, this is written by Al Ewing, and let me say this: Al Ewing, anything related to Al Ewing writing Hulk, it's gonna be good. This is a one-shot, so you really don't have to pick this up because it's only a one-shot. But if you are liking the Immortal Hulk and you like Absolute Carnage, I think this will be the time you will love the most, in my opinion. Again, it might be iffy, but I do like Al Ewing's writing for Hulk, and if you haven't read his Hulk book, you are literally missing out on a good Hulk book. But yeah, not gonna pick up. It is a one shot, but if you're interested in Hulk and Carnage, there you go. There's your pickup. We're gonna move on to the next book, which is Batman #80, written by Tom King and art by John Romita Jr. Okay. And Klaus Johnson. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. The bad guys thought they had it made with Bane in control, but with Batman back in Gotham, they'll be reminded what justice feels like. And now it hurts when it hurts. Now it hurts when it hits you in the face. With Catwoman at his side, the Cape Crusader is looking to take down Bane's army and reclaim his city. But what happens when old allies like Gotham Girl stand in his way? The legendary art team of John Romita Jr. and Klaus Johnson join Batman for 2 action-packed issues that will rock Gotham to its foundation. Okay, so I'm guessing this issue, Batman and Catwoman is gonna go back to Gotham. They're gonna try to stop the city of Bane's stuff. Just so you know, this run is ending. So you only got 5 issues left. You got 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, no, like 6 issues left for this 3-year run is over. The thing about this book and the writer, he does well in miniseries. As Mr. Miracle, Vision, his Batman feels weird at times because there is a lot of filler. Some of it's good, and some of it's bad. Now, it is your choice if you want to pick this up, but then again, it is a middle of a storyline. It's dealing with this Bane stuff. Basically, I'll give you a slight heads up. Well, a slight of what's going on. Batman's been missing. for a uncertain amount of time. Batman, aka Bruce Wayne's father, from Flashpoint, has taken over the mantle of Batman, and Robin is the Gotham Girl. And basically, there's a threat. They say if heroes walk in, someone will get hurt or die. And if you read issue 77 or 78, no, it has to be 77. You know who dies. I'm not gonna give you a clue who died, but yeah, they die. Again, this run's been iffy. If you really want to pick this up, it's on you. So you do get John Romita Jr.'s art, but if you seen his art in Superman Year One, it's gonna depend on his art. Depends. Tom King, you're okay. It's just, is this book a good pickup? Maybe it's not a good jumping out point either. You really have to read what's going on to know literally what's going on. You have to read back to issue 75, 70. You have to read a couple issues. That's even if you want to pick that up. But yeah, we're gonna move on to another book, which is Batman slash Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 3, or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, number 6, written by James Tynion IV, art by Freddie E. Williams II, and the price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Krang has steered his ultra technodrome into the skies above the new Earth. He sought to conquer and rebuild his own image. He thought the heroes of the world had been conquered were down for the count. But now he faces two sets of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, two Batman, and a whole host of angry heroes looking to save their world once and for all. If Krang can't own the multiverse, then he will destroy it. You know what? This is the end of this Batman slash Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trilogy that has James Tynion IV has been writing, and you know what? I love it. It brings ideas of what if we mix these two universes together and solve the multiverse. It's good. I like it. It's a bit weird it's a bit wordy as well in certain areas, but as a good, mini series, it works fine. If you ever want to, I want Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to join, this is your book. Basically. It's a really fun book. I do recommend it, but I recommend you get the trade when it comes out, because this is, again, and you have to hunt down all the other issues. And the first issue came out 6 months ago. Half a year ago, this book came out. So if you really want to hunt these issues down, you could. But I do recommend you get the trade. It is a trade for the wait book, unfortunately, because it's over. You can pick it up on trade. So letting you know on that part. Next, we're gonna jump on to the next book, which is Champions number 10, written by Jim Zub and art by Stephen Cummings. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. The next generation made a vow to do better. Now they have to live up to it, as the future of the champions hangs in the balance. Where it left off last issue, it left at a good cliffhanger, but unfortunately, this is the last issue of Champions. Now, they may return another book or in a reboot book with the same name, maybe different staffs, maybe different writer, maybe different artist, maybe the same writer but different artist. We may never know, but it is uncertain what will happen in Champions. I like the Champions. Jim Zobes have been writing them good, but it's sad it's ending. It is fun, but it's not for everyone. I understand if it's not for everyone, but it's okay. Now, you could pick up the trade for this book once it's done. You'll get 2 different trades, basically. You might get 1, maybe 2. It depends, because there was one War of the Realms tie-in to it, and that's about it, if I remember. It's an okay series. It has Nova, Ms. Marvel, Miles Morales, Spider-Man, the Wasp, Amadeus chose the Hulk, or he calls himself Brawn. Ironheart is in it. The main characters, Viv, Vision's daughter, is in it too. Those were like the main characters in the original Champions book. Well, this is the 3rd volume of it, so yeah, it's ending. It was fun while it lasted. Not gonna pick up, unfortunately. So yeah, we're gonna move on to the next book, which is Contagion #1, written by Ed Brisson, art by Rogue Antonio. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. A new evil beyond understanding comes to the Marvel Universe. A seemingly unsolvable force has invaded the Marvel Universe, and it's going to take every hero the streets of New York has to stop it. A strange substance is taking over the heroes and citizens alike, draining them of their life force, stealing their knowledge, abilities, and neither science nor magic can stop it. Where did it come from? Can anything destroy it? And who will fall to its awful, overwhelming power? Now, as I read of this, I read it in the Marvel thing you get for free. This is a 5-issue miniseries that's coming out every week. I really don't know what's about it. I'm picking it up because I'm interested in what it is. It is a new #1, but you have to go to the comic book shop every week to pick it up. Yeah, it's interesting. Ed Brisson is a pretty good writer. He writes everything okay. I'm picking it up. It is a mini event. It's funny. They're doing... What events are they doing? Absolute Carnage. The Powers of X and House of X and Contagion. They're doing 3 miniseries right in October, which is very weird. Stop with the miniseries, Marvel. Just have one, be done, move on, and just... God, fix your events. Seriously. I'm picking it up. You don't have to pick it up, but if you're interested, you can go to the local comic book shop. And I did link the website where you can find your local comic book shop as well. We're going to move on to the next book, which is Daredevil #12, written by Chip Zdarsky, art by Mark Cicchetto, which, thank God, I love your art, Mark Cicchetto. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. After reuniting in the explosive fashion with Daredevil #11, Chip Zdarsky and Mark Cicchetto continue their sense-shattering run on Daredevil, as Matt Murdock continues to struggle settling into a life without his horned alter ego. A fake Daredevil is captured by dirty cops. Plus, the ongoing saga of Mayor Wilson Fisk takes a brutal, bloody turn in a sequence that will have Daredevil readers talking for months. This is a part 2 of a storyline. Now, let me just say this. Chip Zdarsky is breaking down Daredevil at a very human level. He's bringing his religion, he's debating if God's real or even if he is real. And he's like, I've been using the Daredevil persona as a drug. And you know what? It's so good. I love it. I love this story arc. And you know what? This is a part 2 of a storyline. So if you want to jump on Daredevil, you pick up issue 11. And you say, if I like this, I'll pick up the first trade of this book. And I'll try to hunt down the other issues so I can know what I'm catching up to. And let me say this. Daredevil is a fantastic run. And you know what? They chose the perfect guy because the guy who did comedy and then sometimes serious stuff is doing a book that's very serious and has maybe minimal moments of comedy. I do recommend this book. Trust me, Daredevil is a fun read. Now, we're going to move on to the next book, which is DC's #5, written by Tom Taylor and art by Stefano Gaudiano and Trevor Hairsine. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. The world is dying at the hands of the infected, and the very survival of humanity is at stake. Facing extinction, Superman and the heroes will make a decision that will fundamentally alter Earth's present and future. Now, DC's is a 6-issue miniseries that introduced zombies to the DC universe. Now, it is ending next month in November. Now, if you are not jumping on now, I can't tell you to jump on now because it's impossible, because you need to read issue 1 and the One Possible Time, which you really don't need if you want an explanation of what happens to certain characters. It started, basically, the slowly premises of the first issue is Cyborg is taken by Darkseid, Anti-Life equation into Cyborg. People who view grab back to Earth, people are getting infected. if you view your screen or phone or anything that's electrical, like a laptop, a phone, a TV, you are infected, you become infected, and there is no cure. Maybe. It is 6 issues, so I do like it's a mini. It's fine. It's just weird having to wait every month because it's like I want the book to finish now because I want to know. And each book leaves at a big cliffhanger. And the last issue, holy crap! And I do like they do movie variant covers as well, which are very cool, of like 80s movies. So I will give that. It's not gonna jump in on point, unfortunately, but it is fun. So I do recommend the trade unless you're willing to, hunt down the issues. It is a good read. It's just, not gonna jump on point. But if you do want to read it, you gotta hunt down some issues. Okay, next book, Deathstroke number 48, written by Christopher Priest, art by Carlo Pagulayan and Fernando Pasarin. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Deathstroke is back and more ruthless than ever as he challenges the Legion of Doom and continues a bloody rampage to attain the power that Lex Luthor gave to Slade's son Jericho. Meanwhile, the tragic death of two teenagers in a sleepy Arkansas county lead a local police chief to discover a secret that could cost him his life. Now, this is an ongoing story arc at the moment. This is part 5 of story arc. Now, this book is ending at issue 50. It's unfortunately not jumping on point. Basically, what happened, Deathstroke died by the hands of the Teen Titans back a couple months ago. And, he had a funeral, and people were trying to keep up appearances that Deathstroke's not dead, but he is dead. The villain community knows that. And we got introduced a couple issues ago, or we were hinted that Deathstroke is back. Now, is he back though? We don't know the history of how Deathstroke is back, or if he is really back, or, did he survive a shot in the face with an arrow? He died like that. He got shot in the face. Basically Arrow style from the show Arrow. If you watch Arrow, you'll get that reference. But, not good jumping on point, unfortunately. It's very hard because Deathstroke is really good, and it's probably one of the few books that are left from the Rebirth era, actually. Yeah, this, Batman, Flash, Wonder Woman. Yeah, those are all the books that came from Rebirth. Supergirl as well, but it did get canceled as well and then come back some possibly. Those are really the last few. Nightwing as well from Rebirth. There really isn't much titles left from Rebirth. Well, Red Hood and Outlaws as well. But yeah, and this one is also a issue. It's also ending on issue 50. So at this point, wait for a trade to see what will happen with the Adventures of Deathstroke. Now, moving on to the next book. Not Deathstroke. Doctor Strange number 20, written by Mark Waid and art by Jesus Zaiz. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. An event so epic shakes Doctor Strange to the core and makes him completely reevaluate his life and role. This event is so huge that it makes this the last issue of Doctor Strange. Now, this run is ended by Mark Waid. He is having a new book as well, but it's called Stephen Strange, and he becomes a doctor again, if I remember. It's just this run's ending. This run has been okay at best. I liked the first arc, but then it went weird. The arc changed, and I didn't like the art, but I still stuck with the book. The ending of a certain arc I didn't like as well. It was okay. I was expecting a little bit more, but if you do want to pick up this book, I wouldn't recommend it because it's going to tie into a lot of stuff that was introduced into Ron, because he has to, and he probably knew this book was ending, and he's like, let me write the ending really quick. I had more plot points, but I have to end it. So, do I recommend it? No, unfortunately. It's better to read the trade at this point. Okay, next is The next book is Doom Patrol: Way to the Worlds #4, written by Gerard Way and Jeremy Lambert, art by Nick Patera. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Flex Mentallo, man of muscle mystery, is compelled to seek out Destiny Beach, the mythical body-building Valhalla he once called home. What was supposed to be a relaxing day in the sands and waves for Doom Patrol turns into anything but as Flex finds out, not only his old crew, but an enigmatic force that squeezed nearly every good thing from this once powerful paradise, the secret spandex. Now, Doom Patrol. Where do I begin with this book? Jesus Christ. Okay, my main problem with this book is just being like, we're gonna do random stuff for the sake of random. Let me throw everything at the wall and then I'll try to create a story. Now, last issue, it made no sense to me at all. At all. It was just a reference. It's like, oh, read this reference from this Doom Patrol issue this, which might not happen. They are thrown to the future, apparently, which there was no explanation to it. Because the way issue 2 ended, it felt like they were going to explore that. But no, we got a future. And yeah, it just makes no goddamn sense. I'm like, I like Doom Patrol, but it's like, what is this? I really don't recommend Doom Patrol at all. Because it's so unreadable. It's so reader unfriendly. Like, super. Like, there are some books that are like, you could jump on, you could kind of guess what's going on, or you could read, like, you could pick up that issue and, like, I like the writing, and I could jump on. But it's like, this, I don't know at all. Like, it stumped me, and I read it one day, I'm like, what am I reading? Am I reading a Doom Patrol book, or zany random book? Like, random for the sake of random. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I don't recommend Doom Patrol. I'll still pick it up because I really want to know what these characters are doing, because I love the TV show. And when they announced the book, I was really excited. And I read the book. I'm like, okay, the first issue's okay. Second issue's like, okay. Third issue, what the hell? What the hell? But besides that, we're going to move on to the next book, which is Fantastic Four #15, written by Dan Slott, art by Paco Medina. Ooh, Paco Medina's doing art. That's cool. I like Paco Medina's art. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Point of Origin, Part 2. Everyone knows the story of the brave souls who were bombarded by cosmic rays and transformed into superhuman beings. How they became the world's first line of defense against all alien threats. They are the unparalleled 7 superheroes who now must fulfill their destiny by defeating the fearsome, forceful forces of the Fantastic Four. Wait, what? Actually, yeah, wait, what? Okay, so basically this is it's not retelling the origin. They did retell the origin of the Fantastic Four a couple times in the past. The last issue did as well, which was fun. I did like it. And it did have a ton of art changes, but it made sense of the book. I do recommend this, but you have to read issue 14 and this one, because then you get an idea how this book is written. I do enjoy it. It is fun. It could be written a little bit better, in my opinion. It could be a little bit better, but it is still fun. I do recommend getting issue 15, because you need to go to the comic book stores and pick up issue 14 as well. Okay, we're going to go to the next book, which is a new #1, which is Ghost Rider #1, written by Ed Brisson and art by Aaron Kuder. And the price is $4.99, and this is the description of the book. All hell breaks loose. The brothers Ghost Riders are back. John Blaze ain't just the king of hell. He's the warden too. He's the first line of defense between the demonic hordes trying to escape the joint and the lords of other hells make a play for his throne and all the power that comes with it, including a certain evil queen from his past. Meanwhile, Danny Ketch never wanted to be a ghostwriter. Now that his brother's in charge downstairs, Ketch must take on the duty of Earth's Spirit of Vengeance full time, no matter how much he'd rather be doing anything else. Super creative team Ed Brisson and Aaron Kruger redefined Marvel's Universe Supernatural underbelly for a brutal new era, plus the first installment of the Caretaker Chronicles. Forget everything you thought you knew. I'm picking up Ghost Rider because I love Ghost Rider as a character. I've watched the Nicolas Cage movies. The first one was I still enjoy it to this day. The second one, I enjoyed it when it came out, but then as rewatching, I'm like, this is not good. And yeah, and I named my Xbox profile Ghost Rider. Yeah. Okay, but besides the point, it is a new number one. We're dealing with Ghost Rider. I love Ghost Rider. I cannot wait for this to come out. I hope it's good. Ed Brisson, please make a good Ghost Rider book. Because I haven't had one in 2 years, actually. Yeah, there hasn't been a Ghost Rider book, an ongoing Ghost Rider book in like 2 years. Since the 5-issue Robbie Reyes mini, which I still have. I do recommend it. Pick it up. It's a new number one. Okay, we're going to move on to the next book, which is Green Lantern number 12, written by Grant Morrison and art by Liam Sharp. The price is $4.99, and this is the description of the book. The Green Lanterns will fall. Insidious plans meticulously set in motion have reached their boiling point as defeat looms the corpse. Hal Jordan's showdown with his monstrous antimatter counterparts sets the stage for the moment that will echo throughout the entire DC universe. Okay. One thing. I have no idea. This book, I enjoy the weird space aspect of it, and Liam Sharp does complement Grant Morrison's writing, but at the same time, I do like continuity. And the funny thing about it, it's also the end of the book, so you really don't have to pick this up. You can pick it up on trade and read. I think you still find the first issue for a decent price as well. But my main thing about this book is when I read Hal Jordan and the Green Lanterns, his ring was made out of pure will. Now, when I picked up this book, I'm like, oh, okay, it's picking up here. No, Hal Jordan has a ring that's not made out of his pure will. It's just a regular lantern ring, which I'm like, okay, so that continuity doesn't count anymore. And then this book isn't really affecting what's going on with Justice League at all, which is like, I mean, John Stewart's there, but he's not in this book at all. Like, he's not even mentioned at all. And which is weird. Like, where's the continuity? When is this book happening? I do like it's a 12-issue series, but it's like at the same time, like, where's the continuity? Like, where you left off, anyone could have picked it up at a good time, but no. This, as a Green Lantern fan, like, I got a headache from this. It's a Green Lantern book. It's supposed to be simple. Well, not supposed to be simple, but it's supposed to be space cop. Yeah, it's supposed to be a space cop adventure. It turned to a multiversal adventure with aliens and court and God. Yeah. But if you do like this space crazy adventure, pick up the trade. You'll probably enjoy it better than I did. Not to diss Grant Morrison. Grant Morrison's a really good writer. It's just, from jumping off from Hal Jordan and Green Lanterns, I was expecting, continuity. But with Grant Morrison, I guess, continuity thrown. Okay. This book. House of X number 6. Written by Jonathan Hickman and art by Pepe Larraz. And colorist is by Marta Garcia. The price is $4.99, and this is the description of the book. The inevitable truth. The revelator tale of mutankind's fall comes to a conclusion that will lay the groundwork of the X-Men stories for years to come. Superstar Jonathan Hickman and rising star R.B. Silva wrap the series that reveals everything. Now, oh my god, House of X, Powers of X, probably the best X-Men book in the last 10 years. This if the first half of the book is ending. House of X number 6 is ending this week, this coming week, and also we're getting Powers of X, which is the finale for that book, next week. Now, I've read Powers of X right now, a couple hours ago. Holy crap, Jonathan Hickman, you are a beautiful, beautiful writing bastard, and I mean that in the most pleasant way because you made me reevaluate what the X-Men is and who they are. I'm like, yes, this is the book that needed to happen now. The thing is, you really need to read this book since issue 1. You can pick up the trade. Hopefully they create like a mega trade with which they put both of them together. I do recommend the book. Unfortunately, it is ending, so you're gonna pick up the trade, but the trade will come out. Won't come out for a while, but you do just read it. Trust me, this book is pretty monumental to the X-Men history. Yeah, House of X and Powers of X. Oh my god, so good. Okay, moving on. Immortal Hulk next book. Immortal Hulk number 24, written by Al Ewing and art by Joe Bennett. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. As war with Shadowbase comes to a brutal, bloody end, Bruce Banner has a choice to make, and the repercussions of that choice will have an effect on every single life on this planet, including the Immortal Hulk. Now, the Immortal Hulk, it is probably the greatest Hulk book ever. Basically, Al Ewing has redefined the Hulk book. It's really good because the Hulk started out back then as a horror book, and later on it became a superhero book. But then Al Ewing, when he wrote Avengers, the 16 weekly mini, they brought back the Hulk, and he was known as the Immortal Hulk. And Bruce Banner was there for like 2 years, so when he came out, we're like, yes, we got the Hulk back, the proper Hulk. And then they jumped on this to the Immortal Hulk, which I'm like, I read issue 1, I'm like, oh, this is good. I wonder where this is leading to. And it led to a lot of awesome stuff, from him bringing his body back, him going to hell. Oh, so this is part 3 of a storyline. So kind of is a good jumping on point. With Immortal Hulk, it's good. It's good. Trust me. If you don't want to pick up this stuff, pick up the trades. The trades you can find on Amazon. They're like $8. Trust me, you do want to read this book because it's that good of a story. Yeah. Trust me. Well, trust me, I really don't want to say that, but yeah, I enjoy it. I mean, I like Hulk. I want a good Hulk book. I have my good Hulk book, so if only I could get my good Wolverine book. That and Green Arrow book, which DC canceled. Okay, moving on. Moving on. We're going to move on to the next book, which is Justice League number 33, written by Scott Snyder and James Tynion IV, art by Bruno Redondo. And the price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. The Justice Doom War Part 4. A Pixel-Lex Luthor is ascending, and he's talking out of the remaining members of Justice League. Oh, he's taking out oh my god, I'm so stupid. And he's taking out the remaining members of Justice League in the present, just as his Legion of Doom is beating down the time-traveling heroes in both the past and present. Batman, Superman, the rest of the heroes may have figured out how Commodity's timeline works when terrible hypertime quakes rattle their existence, threatening to strand them far from their own time. Meanwhile, the Flash, Green Lantern, and Justice Society take another leap through time, heading for ancient Atlantis. Now, after the last issue, yeah, this is part 4 story. I really don't know how long the storyline is. Part 5. Huh. Oh wow, this is gonna be oh wow, this is gonna be. It's gonna be. It's not even in the middle of the storyline. It's just. It's. Let me say this: if you haven't jumped on Justice League, you want to jump on what issue 30, because it kind of gives you like what. To be honest with you, if you didn't even read just like the previous arcs, you read issue 30, you're pretty much caught up. I do like what they're doing. They met the Justice Society of America. I'm like, when they brought him back, I'm like, yes. Especially, there's a nice interaction with Jay Garrick and Barry Allen, the Flash, that I really liked. It's like a subtle nod, like, I feel like we've met. Unlike they met at the button, they met at the Flash of Two Earths. I'm like, yes. I do like what Scott Snyder and James Snyder IV are doing. It's I had a notification right now. But I will give you a heads up what James Snyder IV and Scott Snyder writing this. It's a very wordy book. Especially issue 30. It's super wordy. I'm like, oh my god. But just like, it's always good. It's been going on strong, so I'll give you that. We're gonna move on to the next book. Oh, good jumping on point. Yes, pick up issue 30, and then there you go. Okay, moving on to the next book. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books left. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta hurry up. I'm filming this like 2 in the morning. Yeah. Legion of Superheroes Millennium number 2, written by Brian Michael Bendis, art by Nicola Scott and Jim Chung and Jeff DeCall and Ryan Soak. The price is $4.99, and this is the description of the book. Get on board for a journey through the future like no other. A gallery of all-star artists join our mysterious guide as they continue their 1,000-year journey towards the 31st century. Inspired to boost their goal to time travel, debating fight tactics with OMAC, and making their way to the front door of the Legion of Superheroes. The DC event of the future is here now. Okay, this is part 2 of literally this book is only 1 of 2, so this is part 2 of the book. Now, this is what Bendis has been leading to in his Superman book, as in issue 14 and 15. I read the first issue. I'm like, okay, you call this Legion of Superheroes Millennium? Barely nobody from Legion of Superheroes show up at all. Disappointed in that. I like the Legion of Superheroes. I know not many people know about them. Everyone's like, yeah, I know who they are. It's just not important. I grew up on the cartoon show of Legion of Superheroes. I love that. I love Brainiac 5. I like Light and Night. I like Second Girl. But when this Brian Michael Bendis, god damn it, I like this guy. It's just Jesus Christ. His stuff, his writing is just like, dude, you're writing Superman. It's not a good jumping on point, unfortunately. I'm sorry, but it's not a good jumping on point. I don't like to hate on the guy, but dude, I'm buying most of your books, and about half of them, I'm kind of losing faith. Kind of losing faith on you, man. Alright, we're going to move on to the next book. Marvel Comics 1001. God, this is another. Okay, 1001. Written by Jimmy Palmiotti, Nick Spencer, Al Ewing, Amy Reeder, Frank Terry, Audrey Loeb, Brian Posehn, Scott Aukerman, Vida Ayala, Carrie Andrews, Declan Shalvey, Howard Chacklin, Bill Morrison. And the artists are, let me see, Carrie Andrews, Declan Shalvey, Howard Chacklin, Bill Morrison, Umberto Ramos, Amanda Connor, Dan Panasium, Dario Berzula, Nachato Bustos, Rod Reese, and yeah, that's it. Yeah, and The price is $4.99, and this is a script of the book. The big story in Marvel history continues. Who is the mysterious new character from Marvel's past? It was a story too large for one issue, and too many classic Marvel creators who wanted to be a part of the fun. And so the party continues on this additional celebratory issue featuring additional secrets, revelations, and the Eternity Mask and the person who now wears it. Now, Marvel Comics issue 1000 basically was each page was a story which a writer got to write. Let me tell you this: most of the stories were written by Al Ewing. Yeah, they were fun. There were some really nice ones, and there was like an overlaying plot as well, which we didn't get hint of until like the end of it. Like, who is this new character for 2020? Is this necessary? Well, kind of, because it's an anniversary of Marvel's 80 years, and it goes all the way from 1939 to 2019 to 2020. I do like it. I enjoyed it. It took me like probably like an hour to read that thing because there was a lot of stories. It was about a book this thick, probably this thick. If you like, and the last one was like $10 too, and you got a lot of stories for $10. Not gonna lie, but if you are on a budget, like, do I really need to read this? Not really. Uh, but if you do want to know, if you do want to celebrate a Marvel, I guess pick up 1000. This one you're gonna spend about $15. Um, it has nice moments. I will give it that. Maybe drop it down to $7.99, and then you probably got a solid $8 book. $10 is pushing it in my opinion, but again, I'm not the one doing that. Is it good? Yes, actually, I'll recommend it. Issue 1000 and 1001. Pick it up at the comic book stores this Wednesday. Oh, 5 more books. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be a long one. Old Man Quill number 10, written by Ethan Sachs, art by Robert Gill. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. Out of time. Peter Quill has failed. The ultimate nullifier is no longer in the Baxter building, and without it, there's no hope of stopping Galactus. If only he could go back in time and steal it from Reed Richards. Why can't he? Because if Quill goes into the time stream, all of space and time is at risk. But when has a long shot stopped? Star-Lord. So basically he will time travel. I'm sorry, but it's not gonna have a point. But the book is ending. The book is ending on issue 12. It was always a 12 issue, so this is ending in December. Okay, that's cool. It's ending in December. Basically a full year. The book's been out almost a full year. It came out this year, so it's ending this year as well. Basically, this is set in the Old Man universe. Now, if you read Old Man Logan, there was a sequel, or there was a prequel to Old Man Logan called Old Man Hawkeye. Now, Old Man Quill is set after Old Man Logan. So, you got Old Man Hawkeye, Old Man Logan, and Old Man Quill. And yeah, it deals with the future of the Marvel Universe, what's happened, which characters die, which characters are evil. I say that because you don't know that universe as well. Is it a good jumping out point for this book? No, unfortunately, because it's on issue 10, and it's like part 4 of a storyline right now. So pick up the first trade, or I don't even know if they made a first trade, to be honest. But yeah, Old Man Quill, I like it. I do recommend it when it comes out in trade. Pick it up. Okay. Moving on. Punisher number 16, written by Matthew Rosenberg and art by Simon Kudensky. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. Zemo Dark 30. New York City is under siege as the new Thunderbolts Black Widow squad, Mayor Fisk's personal soldiers, and everyone in between get caught in the crossfire. But when it comes down to two men, Punisher. but it all comes down to two men, Punisher, Zemo. Basically, this is the end of the Punisher run for Matthew Rosenberg. I'm sad because this Punisher run's been really good, especially the War of Bagalia and then Frank coming back to New York. I met Matthew Rosenberg at C2E2 this year. And he told me, like, this was leading to this storyline. I'm like, okay, I can't wait. And it's sad that this is ending. And I hope Punisher comes back. He'll eventually get another book. But it's just like, I'm like, oh, man. I'm like, when it's over, I'm going to be so sad. I'm like, oh, man, I want more Punisher. But, yeah. Do I recommend it? No, because it is ending. It is the final book. It is the final issue for this series. Okay, 3 more books, and then I'm done for the week. Okay. We're going to move on to the next book, which is Savage. I can't speak today. I don't know why. Savage Avengers number 3, written by... Savage Avengers number 6, written by Gary Dugan and art by Mike Deodato. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Conan and the Punisher attempt to walk out of the Savage Land, hauling the caskets of Frank's family through the Antarctica. Frank Castle never was much a religious man. But now he's firmly curious. Watch out for the last page. It's a doozy. Now, Savage Avengers basically is a team dealing with magic. Basically, that's the easiest way I could describe it. It is fun. I do like it. It's very fun. It's a very fun book, actually. I do like it. There's a moment with Wolverine and Brother Blood, which is like, that's so dope. But basically, yeah, your team has Punisher, Wolverine, Brother Voodoo, Elektra, Venom, Conan. And I think that's all the main characters. But basically, this is picking up a new storyline because after issue 5 ended, issue 6 is basically what happens after that, and it is picking a new storyline. So, do I recommend it? Yes, pick up the issue 6, and if you do like it, you can pick up the first trade when it comes out. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, okay. Next book, Spider-Verse number 1, written by Jed Mackey, art by Stuart Immonen, Juan Frigeri, and Stacy Lee. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Miles Morales finally feels like he gets the Spider-Man stuff, and then falls through a portal. But isn't the web of life and destiny destroyed? Maybe not. True believer. But who spun this new web? Regardless, Miles finds himself at the center of a multiversal adventure that will feature a who's who of creators and characters as series spins forward, and with a main cover by Into the Spider-Verse characters designed by Wendell Dalt, and each issue features a spider sonas from some of the biggest Spidey fans and comic creators, both. Now, I'm excited because it's a new event for Spider-Man. Marvel has a bad thing with events. They're also having a 2099 event, which is bringing back the 2099 characters. I'm excited for this because I want to see more Miles. I like Miles, and I think it's only like 5 issues. I do like it, so we're gonna get probably a lot of familiar characters. I can see from the cover there's Spider-Gwen, Spider-Ham, Aunt May version of Spider-Man, the armored version of Spider-Man. Looks like maybe regular Peter Parker, but may not be. 2099 Peter Parker and the daughter of Peter Parker from Another Earth. I do recommend it. It's a new number 1, so you probably don't have to read anything. Just you could go to the comic book store and read this. You'll be fine. I hope. Next book and final book of the week, Young Justice number 9, written by Brian Michael Bendis, art by Andre Lima and John Timms. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Oh man, lost in the multiverse with no way home, the teens of Young Justice find themselves trapped on a dark world that was once run by evil justice known as the Crime Syndicate. but is now run by their younger, more feral, more anarchic counterparts, the Young Bleep. They're not nice. All this, and finally, the truth behind Teen Lantern. Okay, there we go. I like the book. My only main issue is just like how characters remember certain characters, but it's pretty fun. I did forget to mention this book a couple weeks ago. When did this come out? Last month, basically, September 11th. I forgot to announce this book, which is Youngest number 8, because the way this website is set, you gotta click. It doesn't go by brands; it goes by like labels. Like who basically DC is a label. Black Label is another label. Because they have Vertigo as a label, they have Warner Comics as a label. What else? Actually, let me go look that up. Young Animal as a label as well, and it's part 3 of a storyline. So it's kind of a good jumping on point. So you need to read issues 7, 8, and 9 when you go to a comic book store. I like it, and also we get I did talk about it last week or the week before. No, last week. Issue number 8. We're getting a new code name for Robin, which was announced a while back. In my opinion, it's kind of lame. It's kind of lame. But yeah, those are all the books that are coming out October 2nd. What are you looking forward to the most? I am looking forward to House of X number 6 and The Immortal Hulk number 24. Yeah, those are the only 2 books I'm really excited for because those have a reputation of being good. Some of the other books are in here. They're like in between. I like them. I'll still pick them up, but it's like I'm not really looking forward to every time I come pick them up. I read them because I like certain characters, but other than that, I just have them. Oh, and by the way, I'm caught up with my books finally. I only got these 6 books left from September because, as you know, I've as I told before, I was behind like 3 months, which is very bad for a comic collector because once you pile up that book, you're like, I'm never going to finish it. And when I read them all, I'm like, I finished it, yes. But yeah, those are all the books coming out October 2nd. Tell me which ones you like in the comments below. Or you can message me on Twitter or Instagram. It's at my Twitter handle and Instagram handle is at a random nerd 2016. And yeah, those are the ways you can contact me. Please follow me those on the social medias. Let me know what I can improve on this podcast. And that's it. Hope you guys take care. Have a good night. Also, subscribe and like and share with all that stuff because, yeah, that's maybe going to happen for me in the future. I don't know. But yeah, that's all, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.